You are looking at a big fat slab of American city infrastructure. We have a sewer lid here that probably weighs close to 300 pounds. It is crazy durable. It took us forever to get this thing over here in front of Fred, but Fred is looking like Captain America right now. He is protected. He's actually extremely cocky. He has survived 3 videos, right? 3 videos in a row. He survived the fire hydrant. He survived the slam ball.
Washer dryer.
He survived the washer and dryer. So Fred is feeling extremely confident. He's got his Captain America shield here. We've got our 50 cal. We've got a bunch of different guns that we're gonna shoot at it. Will it stop everything that Yee has to throw at it? My name's Parker. You're watching Yee Life. We take anything and everything and we shoot it with guns and we see what happens. Welcome to the video. We got this thing off of Facebook Marketplace from a guy named Snake. So he said he found it in the woods. It was a completely normal transaction, definitely not sketchy at all. Just your normal sewer lid deal in a dark garage on the outskirts of town in the woods. So thank you, Snake, for your donation of this beautiful artifact. We will make sure that we make the most of it. And by make the most of it, I mean we're going to shoot it with every gun that we own. Fred is ready to go. He's looking like Captain America. He is a real American hero. He's actually recovering right now from a pretty brutal shot to the bicep here. We were shooting a gong the other day, straight out of China, and the gong did not stop the crossbow bolt and put a gnarly little wound in Fred here, but he'll be all right. He lives for that stuff. He's got his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mask on, and I don't know, King of the Sewer, isn't that what they did? They're like mutant turtles. Whoa!
Yeah, it was like a group of turtles that were led by a big rat in the sewers.
It's a little weird. All right, this is the lineup for today. These are the chosen ones. We've got some handguns. We've got our 22. We've got our Churchill 12 gauge. We have some rifles, and we have the big 50. We also have a mystery gun that we are going to reveal later on in the video, a brand new gun that nobody's seen yet. So you guys have to stick around to see that.
I already it's right there.
I think we're gonna start with 9mm today. Shoot a Glock 19, full metal jacket, be a good baseline.
Skipping the 22?
Yeah, I think we're gonna skip the 22.
You don't think the 22 can get to Fred?
I know it can't.
You ever shot a sewer cover with a 22 before? I didn't think so.
Don't question my methods, man. I know what I'm talking about. Sewer lid, stop the 22. Let's move up. All right, moving up to Glock 19. We're shooting a full metal jacket, 9mm. This is 9mm versus sewer lid. All right, firing. Got some shrapnel. Oh, we got a lot better mark than the 22. Look at that, you can clearly see where it bounced off right here. And it looks like you can just see where that bullet just exploded. And then you could just see it just like shot out and then all got caught on this rim right here. You can just see all this lead on this. Moving up to our 1911, gonna shoot around a 45 ACP. I'm expecting this bullet to splatter. Maybe we'll be able to find it. Maybe it'll just disintegrate. All right, this is a 1911, shooting a sewer lid, firing. Pretty similar to the 9. Hit right here, bounced right off.
No divot or anything?
I don't see a divot. Actually, that wasn't here before. That's kind of interesting. Looks like it hit here. Something came over here. But yeah, there's literally not a divot. It's just the splatter of the lead. You know what's interesting is I bet it kind of depends on where you hit this thing. Like you see these grids, like that's a lot more cast iron to go through. It's gonna be close. We have our M&P 10mm, which was the winner of the shooting into the ground competition out of rifles and handguns. The 50 went the deepest technically, but this went the deepest out of rifles and handguns. So don't mess around with the 10mm.
Good penetration?
Great, some would say.
How many inches deep did it go?
I don't remember. I think,
It's like probably, what, 1.5 feet?
All right, this is 10mm versus sewer lid. Firing.
How'd that feel?
Felt great. 10mm? Maybe it took a tiny little sliver out of the top layer.
A little divot.
Tiniest little divot from the 10mm. Fred just like felt like maybe like a little tickle, if that.
You still haven't hit our bullseye though. You gotta get on target.
I haven't been aiming for the bullseye.
You were intentionally trying to shoot like low left or on this edge?
Yeah. In my head, I was like 3 inches left, 1.5 inches down, firing. Just like I would have done when I was gonna be a Navy SEAL sniper if I hadn't have hurt my ankle. Moving up to a 350 grain bear load of 44 Magnum. This is actually the exact round that I used to take down a bear in Alaska last summer.
You went to Alaska last summer?
Yeah. Bear charged right at me, pulled out this thing, got him.
I don't recall that being a trip you went on.
I think you were sick for a week or something. That's when I went.
What month was that?
It was in mid-October. All right, this is 44 Magnum against the sewer lid. 44 Magnum hit right here. Man, that bear load is no joke too. Like that bear load goes through a lot of stuff. It went a little further than the 10 mil. See if there's any sign of anything on the back.
Not seeing anything.
I'm not seeing anything. You see anything, Fred? You're not even looking. He's like looking right into my soul.
So you were aiming for this specific spot right
Yeah.
here? You didn't want to go center yet?
No,
Are
not
you gonna
yet.
go center
No,
at all?
I was like, okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's go like third rung. See, 6 o'clock. All right, that's all for the handguns. We are now moving up to our 12 gauge. We got our Remington rifled slug going into our 12 gauge Churchill. Should be a nice big boom. So maybe we'll get some shrapnel on the roof. All right, ready? 12 gauge trick shot. I'm gonna actually up the ante a little bit. I'm gonna go behind the back now. All right, here we go. Next time. I got it earlier this morning when I was out here before you. All right, this one's a little sketchier. We're shooting a massive ball of lead at this sewer lid. We'll see what happens. All right, this is 12 gauge slug against a sewer lid. Fred. That has some force to it. That thing is heavy, and there's 2 cinder blocks behind Fred, and it still knocked him back. Kind of cut the ridge right here.
Definitely a divot this time.
Yeah, that's like our first sign of any weakness of the sewer lid. Yeah, it's clean on the back. The force just knocked Fred back, knocked his helmet off. Yeah, not so tough now, are you, Fred? Huh? All right, moving up to the green tip 5.56. We're gonna shoot our AR. This is where the boys become men. I think that's what they say. All right. This is where the ninja boys become ninja men. TMNT. What do you think's gonna happen, man?
I think we're gonna get a small little divot from the green tip.
Me too. Me too. All right, this is green tip 5.56. Shot out of our AR-15 against the sewer lid.
Where were you aiming that time?
Off the top of my head, I think I was aimed 3 inches right, about a half inch down. Whoa! Look at that little black mark. Look at that. It's like it tore away that rust. That went really deep.
Maybe like a half inch in.
Yeah, look at this all right here. This was not here earlier. Here's our little
chunks of Indian sewer plate.
Yep, that's the word I was looking for. We got a little crack. A little crack, maybe like a little chunk. The bullet did not go through. Fred doesn't have any holes, but crack in the back of the sewer plate here. He's starting to sweat now though. I can feel it.
Sweating?
Yeah, I can feel it. He's starting to sweat. You hear that? He's breathing kind of heavy too. So I'm gonna shoot not in this area so that hopefully we don't get any people who say that it was weakened and then that's why the other ones went through and all that. I'm gonna shoot somewhere else.
For all the people telling us we needed 10 sewer plates for all the guns.
Yep.
I could hit up Snake and see if he has 9 others he could offer.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to find him again. You just gave Snake like cash for this thing, right?
No, I used the card that we have for the channel.
So you gave him our credit card information. You didn't give him like any personal information though, did you?
Well, I used your name and billing address and all that, and I just read off the card number because he didn't have a scanner, so he just needed to plug it into his computer. He
Guy
had like
named
a
Snake knows where I live and has my credit card information. All right, this is the gun reveal.
Let me know when you want me to remove the mystery blur that I've got going on.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom! This is a Scar. Hang on, I gotta see this. Go get them, boys. That's an Apache L2. I used to actually fly those Apache L2s in the Air Force with my boys.
You were in the Air Force too?
Uh-huh. Well, I was in the NROTC at A&M. All right, here is our Scar, brand new gun. It is chambered in 308 and 7.62 by 51, which is what we have right here. We got this for the little ones, man. They love Fortnite. This is a big Fortnite gun. It's their favorite. We gotta give the people what they want. It's also the same generation that ate Tide Pods though, so can't trust them too much. All right, this is a Scar against a sewer lid. Firing. That may have gone through. Oh, it went through. Scar went through the sewer lid. Look at this thing. And it did come out the back. There's a hole right there in the back, that exit. Put a hole through Fred's stomach. Yeah, it went through the back of Fred and then hit the cinder block. Dude, don't mess with the Scar. That's crazy. All right, so we have a hole through our sewer lid now. Fred is wounded, but he's not out of the count. He's still back there. I can just still see his smirk. He wants more, man, and so we're gonna give it to him. We've got our Desert Eagle. We're gonna shoot around a 50 AE at it. It stands for American Eagle, actually. One of my favorite clothing brands. Psych, my favorite clothing brand is Yee Apparel. Not biased at all, except for the fact that I run the company and design all the shirts. This is the Stars and Bars tee that I'm wearing right now. Super good quality. The only difference between us and American Eagle is that our stuff is made in Guatemala. Use code Fred and use that guy's code over there and you'll get 20% off your first order of anything in the Yee store. We'll ship it to you right here from Georgetown, Texas at the Yee farm. Thank you guys. A lot of you guys have been ordering stuff and it allows us to go buy sketchy things from guys named Snake in their garage that we can shoot with 50 cals. So, thanks. All right, here we go. This is our Desert Eagle against the sewer lid. Firing. Fred
did a little hop, skip, and a jump there.
Dude, what was he doing? He's dancing. He's doing the Trump dance. That was a bang, man. That one seemed loud. The Eagle hit right here. A little bit of a dent. Pretty similar to the 10 mil and the 44 Magnum, actually. It did push Fred back, though. There's a lot of force behind that thing, but did not go through our sewer lid. All right, moving up to our 450 Bushmaster. This is actually a gift from Michael Jordan right after he won his 6th championship. He was like, Parker, let's go on a hunting trip. We went on a fishing trip and, or a hunting trip, and we shot elk and lions. I think it was South
Michael Jordan, like
Asia.
the Chicago Bulls superstar? Wouldn't you have been like 5 years old when he won his last championship?
I progressed pretty quickly. So Mike, if you're watching this, man, all the good times on those hunting trips, this is for you. Dribble, dribble, man. That's an inside joke, he'll get it. All right, this is our 450 Bushmaster against a sewer lid. This one's for you, Mike. Didn't go through. Hit it right here on this edge. Took out a good chunk of this little ripple right here.
I shined it up.
Yeah, shined it up, man. Pushed Fred back, but nothing out the back. So the only thing to go through so far is the scar. So far, the only thing to go through is the scar. Maybe, do you want to go fish for some gar? Maybe smoke a cigar?
With Michael Jordan at a bar.
All right, it's time to move up to the 50. The scar has wounded Fred, but he's still in it. Just look at his face. He's still got some fight in him. Let's see what's gonna happen, man. All right, I got the sewer lid moved all the way back to the back of the range here. I was able to move this all by myself with no help. Oh, man. We are now ready to shoot it with the 50 cal. All right, and perfect timing for the 50 cal. We have 1 cal meandering over here to the property. All right, swapped out our regular 50 cal and we're gonna go with our silver tip, armor piercing incendiary, throw it at the sewer lid, see what it can handle. Does it look pretty cool with the setup?
Yeah, man, very tactical look.
Thanks, man. Anything else you wanna say about it? Okay.
Just go ahead and shoot.
All right, this is a armor piercing incendiary 50 cal round against a sewer lid. Good luck, Fred. I'm firing.
Smack that thing.
Look at the size of that entry. This is actually a perfect test because I hit the ridge, which is the thickest part of it, and it did go through. So you see a big entry right here, and then there's like a crack all the way around it too. Whoa! Came through the other side, and just look at this charring on Fred's shirt right here from that incendiary.
Probably would have just blown his heart right out of his chest.
Wow. There's the back, and then it just destroyed our cinder block. So it went through the sewer lid, it went through Fred, and then it went through a cinder block and sent Fred's head flying. Fred did not survive the video. We got him. Gotcha. So he was on a 3 video stretch, and we finally got him, man. That was a good one though. These things are tough. I mean, this thing could hold they're built to hold like an 18-wheeler. So I feel like it held up really well, and super impressed by our scar here. But yeah, so the scar and the 50 cal, the only 2 rounds to go through. Wow, that was good. That was epic. Look at that thing. I wonder what the flashes, that incendiary flash is gonna look like on the slow-mo. Didn't we get like a really sick camera, really sick slow-mo?
A little bit light on funds at the moment. I think we're actually in the red.
Thanks for watching. We are gonna be releasing videos every Saturday, and if you don't see a Yee Life video on Saturday, you can blame Zach because he takes a really long time to edit.
It's a lot of work. I do all these different special effects and transitions.
Zach, I need you to get videos up on Saturdays.
I got it. Every other Saturday.
No, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching Yee Life. Thanks for watching. Nobody's watching at this point.